Hi there. Are you looking for a calm space to find in this turbulent world? Are you looking for more love, more peace, and more abundance in your life? Do you want to wake up each day with greater purpose and feel more fulfilled? If you are, then CSLNJ is the place for you. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Jersey. Over the past 2 decades, our open and affirming community has created a safe space for all to come and be uplifted. I hope you enjoy watching. And if you like what you see, please visit us at cslnj.org.
Good morning, everybody. Beautiful beings you are. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. Yeah. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I open myself in sweet surrender to the luminous love light of the One. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening. I'm opening.
We are an open and affirming science of mind community where the vibration of love lifts you, the wisdom of the ages inspires you, and the science of mind teaching empowers you. We believe that heaven and hell are states of consciousness that you experience in this lifetime, that you are the architect of your life, and that it is never too late to know true happiness. I'd like to thank Neil for leading our meditation this morning. And I would also like to thank Neil for being our practitioner of the day. And now we will have our opening chant with Beth and Clive.
Please sing with us. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. I am holy, Spirit divine, I am holy, come to me. I am holy, healing love, I am holy, healing me. I am holy, open my heart, I am holy, allow me to see beauty and love surrounding me. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are whole, you are. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are whole, you are. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are whole.
So there is a power and a presence that is greater than I am, and I can use it. This power and a presence always was, always is, always will be, and it is Source, the Source. And I know that all that comes from Source is good and very good. My faith is a knowing that this is always so. My deep faith in knowing that all that comes from Source is good and very good allows me to be open and let life flow freely through me. This allows me to live that way without fear, without hesitation, but with a trust, with a confidence, and with a joy that all is well in every way. This power and a presence, as we say, always says yes, but has already said yes. And as we know from this teaching, this is a teaching of belonging. And I know that nothing has to be done to belong. It comes with just being alive and coming from this one creative intelligence. I belong. You belong. We all belong. Because it is the essence of who we are. It's the perfection of what I call God and this divine mind. And I am so grateful to be a beautiful, unique expression of it. And I love to experience each and every expression of this divine mind from everyone in this community and everyone I meet and I see in those eyes of those people, God, in the eyes of others. And with this gratitude, with this knowing, with this deep faith that all is well, I surrender these words to that power in the presence, to the love and the law that makes it all possible and has already said yes. And with that gratitude, please join me in saying, and so it is.
We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. You are. You are whole. I am whole.
It's coming. Just savoring that feeling of holiness, of belonging, and really just of love. Being in the experience of all of that with all of you. Thank you. Now it's time for our affirmation. And we're doing things a little differently this year. Instead of a monthly affirmation and it changing every month, we're working with one affirmation for the whole year. And we have little cards in the back for you to take, hand out, and keep it where you see it often. The affirmation's on the back and our information is on the other side. I'm using mine as a bookmark right now in my, this, leave them on cars. But yeah, I'm using it as a bookmark in my, this thing called you. So I'm seeing it every day, and I take a minute to look at it and read the affirmation. And I'm excited to see the unfolding of this affirmation in my life as the year goes on. So please join me. I awaken today with the courage to see myself clearly and love myself wholly as I am and as I am not. I open my heart to curiosity, trusting that every question leads me deeper into truth. I embrace conscious evolution, knowing that life is always expanding through me. I release what no longer serves and boldly claim my divine power. I am awake, I am courageous, and I am fully alive to the brilliance of my becoming.
Every week, it depends on your spiritual practice. It could be every day, like me. We step into a peace practice. And it's every day it's necessary. And this past week shows us that it's still very, very, very necessary. And it came to mind, just because of the age that I am, that the first time I remember this type of shootings happening was all the way back in, I think it was May of 1970 at Kent State University. And, there were 4 students killed then. 55 years ago. And it gets frustrating sometimes to think, are the prayers working? Are my efforts working? And I personally just know, I know that time as we define it doesn't exist. The linear time that we try and apply to things and expect to see results in a linear way. But if not in that linear way, and I know it's difficult because of the culture we live in, to have the faith and know that our words have power, our prayers have power, and that we need to keep doing the work. There may be, just like we say, we are constantly creating. We talked about this yesterday in this thing called You discussion group. And it doesn't matter, but we are creative beings, and everything we say, think, imagine is creating. The fact that we don't see it instantly is something that we just can't comprehend, to be honest with you. It's an existence that we're not used to seeing things done. But we do need to keep it up. And we do have to know that the words we speak, the prayers we say, the treatments we do are working, and that our intentions are there for peace. And knowing that they may have worked in many ways that we have no awareness of. And that's faith. And that's the beautiful part. So let's do our peace practice again. And get into that place where we know that these words have power. So please repeat after me. I am the peace I wish to see. I know this peace for my family. I know this peace for my community. My community knows this peace for my country. And my community knows this peace for the world. And so it is. Absolutely. Let's have a song. Well, we could do that too. I just didn't recognize the name of who was supposed to do it. What's his name? Him. Yes, him. Him without glasses. I think it was Confucius who said that originally. He without glasses cannot read. Very, very astute, Confucius. Not confusing. This comes from The Way It Works. Why are we doing The Way It Works? Because it's the second section of the textbook. And we will hear from Toni in a minute, who will enlighten us. Probably with 6 words, but you never know. God only, not good and evil. The gardener goes forth in faith to sow his seeds. He has learned that as he sows, so shall he reap, that the law works for all alike. We must accustom ourselves to the concept of the impersonalistness of the law, the availability of the law, and the mechanical accuracy of the law. If we can conceive only a little good, that is how much we can experience. We must instill into the mind the fundamental proposition that good is without bounds. Only good and loving kindness shall follow me all the days of my life. We must get this concept rather than continuing to think there is a power of evil as opposed to the power of good. We experience good and evil because we perceive a presence of duality rather than unity. Then, knowing that the thing can work for us only through us, let us begin to accept today more good than we experienced yesterday, and to know that we shall reap a harvest of fulfilled desires. The time must come when we shall have left the apparent evil behind, when it shall be rolled up like a scroll and numbered with the things which were once thought to be. Let us realize and work with this sound knowledge and perfect faith, that as high as we shall make our mark in mind and spirit, so high shall be its outward manifestation in our material world.
Good morning. I'm so grateful to be here. So, every year in January in our teaching, we discuss the first 4 chapters of the textbook. These 4 chapters are actually the foundation of this teaching, right? So we have these few little 4 chapters, and then this great big book to go into deep detail and try and help us out. So it is the thing itself, the way it works, what it does, and how to use it. You comprehend and master those things, you got it made. So this morning we're discussing the way it works. Now, so whether you're in this teaching or not in this teaching, in living life, you've probably gleaned that there is something greater than ourselves, right? Now, I know that there are people that that think this is all random and it just happens and there's no higher power. But you'll forgive me, I'm not discussing that today. I'm particularly not discussing it because I don't get it. There's not much I could say about it except I don't get how you could live this incredible, magnificent life and experience what we experience and see all of the profound beauty and not believe that something greater than yourself created it. So no disrespect to those people. I just don't understand. So, I missed something, excuse me. This teaching attempts to provide us with an understanding and explanation of that something that creates all of life. And again, no disrespect, I say that it attempts to do it because it's so vast, it's so difficult to do. So from page 28 in the Science of Mind textbook, mind, the thing, spirit, causation, is beyond our grasp, and yet not beyond our grasp. It is so big within, in that wherever we grasp at it, we are it to the extent that we grasp it. But since it is infinite, we can never encompass it. We shall never encompass God, and we shall always be in God and of God. And that is what is so difficult for us to grasp. We as humans, because we struggle to grasp it, we have all these ideas, all these stories that we tell ourselves, all these things, these beliefs that we made up, trying to understand it, trying to grasp it and get a handle on it. In this teaching, we say that this presence is infinite, it's unlimited intelligence. We say it's all knowing, it's all powerful, it's everywhere evenly present. It is all there is. Everything that is this spirit, is this presence. This is what we say and what we teach. It's mind, it's also law, it's creative, and it's consciousness. From page 36 in the Science of Mind book, there is spirit, or this invisible cause, and nothing, out of which all things are to be made. Now, spirit plus nothing leaves only spirit. Hence, there is one original cause and nothing. In other words, we are made from this thing. That is why we are called the, in quotes, Son of God. I like to say child of God so we don't leave out the daughters. And from page 36, we now know that this is what we are, because we could not be anything else, but we do not know how much of this we are. When we see it as it is, then we shall see ourselves as we are. We can only see it by looking at it through our own eyes. Hence, we shall find a better God when we shall have arrived at a higher standard from men. If God is to interpret itself to men, God must interpret itself through man, and the Spirit can make no gift that we do not accept. Spirit works for us by working through us. I want to say that again. Spirit works for us by working through us. The thing then works for us by working through us and is us always. But it can become power to us only when we recognize it as power. We cannot recognize that it is while we are believing that it is not. So we know that spirit is a mind principle, that it contemplates itself. We know that there is a soul, and that soul is receptive. It receives the mind's contemplation. The law converts the contemplation into form, and we humans reenact this divine process. Whatever we contemplate, law creates it as our experience. And our contemplations are the things that we think about, the things that we feel into, the things that we spend time and energy with. Sorry, I have to turn the page. Page 37, we cannot recognize that it is while we are believing that it is not. So here's the truth. It is. It's all there is. It is all of the qualities and attributes that we experience and that we know it to be. Limitation doesn't exist. It's not real in spirit. It's a concept that we humans, mankind created because we didn't understand. The first 4 chapters of the textbook is an effort to explain what we are, what life is, and how it functions. But how do you explain the infinite? How do you understand the infinite? That it is within you, that it is in fact you. We don't have to connect with it because we are it. The moment that we're thinking there's something outside of us to connect with, we're into duality and we've lost the truth of it. It is us, and that is the thing that is so difficult to explain and so difficult to understand. It requires that. I'm trying to think of a word other than awareness, but it requires that we become aware of it. It requires that we engage and have an experience of it as ourselves. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to explore it, to learn about it, to become intimate with it. And in so doing, become intimate with the reality of it as ourselves. And I don't know about you, but in my work in this teaching, that has been such a challenge for me. You know how you keep going for something and you keep going for it and you keep going for it and you feel like, you're just not quite there yet. So I've been in this teaching since the 70s and I'm still working on it, but that's okay. Our quest is to be able to identify and learn about and activate what is hidden within us. And that's the thing, that because of the way we're taught, because of the way we're domesticated, it's hidden within us. We're not taught that it is within us. We were taught that it was up there, out there somewhere, right? And so, as we navigate life, as we live life moment by moment, day by day, our quest are our efforts that are going to serve us, that are going to empower us, that are going to reveal the truth to us, is by us being aware of this intelligence, of this presence, and that it's love. And that the things that we think and feel and do and pour our energy into are the things that are going to manifest for us in our lives. Because lots of times we're running around here just living, thinking, and doing, and we don't get the connection between what we're focused on, what we're feeling, what we're expressing, and what we experience. Maybe not in that exact moment, but someplace down the line. Now, listen. We are all in different places. We are all on different levels of growth. We all have different experiences and different levels of awareness. So, one person may have a lot of money. Prosperity is not an issue for them, okay? Another person may have beautiful, deep, loving relationships in their lives, you know. Another person may be incredibly creative and talented, you know. Whatever their area is that they express themselves. And Bill Sarnowski is an amazing artist. You know, he paints. And Ty and Clive and Celine and Beth, they and me, their talent is singing, you know, or playing an instrument or creating music. We all express the presence in different ways and according to our uniqueness. And so simply stated, the way it works is by working through us. And it is our understanding and awareness that allows that to flow, to expand, that allows us to grow and utilize more of the infinite. And so it's like, as we live, as we do our work and our spiritual practices, as we respond to life, we're either becoming more aware and awake and more self-actualized, or we're not. We're living in the confusion, the misunderstanding of the limitation because we don't know any better. We don't get it yet, you know? But I can tell you there's hope. I'm a testament to that. Trust me when I tell you. The thing is that our approach most often is to try and overcome a limitation, right? That's our approach most often. It's not the most helpful approach, because we get involved in the limitation. We're making the limitation real. We're giving power to something that isn't real. It is a real condition, but it is not spirit. There's only infinite abundance. There's not infinite abundance and the limitation. But because we don't understand, that's our experience. But it's only because we don't understand. There either is infinite abundance or there isn't. There's no duality. It can't be both. So whatever it is that we're trying to experience more of, it's really more of spirit, and allowing more of spirit to express through us. It doesn't matter what the thing is. It is our consciousness that we need to heal, that we need to get straight. I had a minister tell me one time, don't treat for things. Treat for clarity, for consciousness. Treat to heal your consciousness. Treat to know and understand the truth. Don't treat for things. The truth is, if we treat for things, we can only, as the textbook says, receive according to what we believe. So you can treat for things and treat for things and treat for things, and then say, why isn't that manifesting? What's the issue? Because we haven't healed our consciousness. We haven't healed our beliefs. You know, and banging the head up against the wall, putting all this effort and energy. I'm going to make this happen. That ain't the way it works. You can tell I've been banging my head up against the wall sometimes in life, right? So we have to stop talking about limitations as though they are real, and shift our focus to what is real. Infinite intelligence, infinite abundance, infinite love, infinite power, and it expresses through us. And so we have to start where we are, though. Isn't that the truth? We can't go beyond where we are. I was speaking to someone and talking about this lesson, and I remembered that my first car that I got was it was a little red Mitsubishi, thank you. It was a little red Mitsubishi that I paid $500 for. It was a church member at the time that offered it, okay? I couldn't even pay for the whole thing at once. They allowed me to make payments. God bless you, thank you. They allowed me to make payments. That was my first car. That was my level of consciousness. That was what I could receive. And I was so grateful for that car. That car It me 3, 4 years until I grew in consciousness, grew in the belief that I could in fact have a car, even if it was old as the hills, and I made payments to pay off $500 for it, okay? I had to grow into the belief, the understanding that I could have a car, okay? And then the next car that I got was a much nicer car. And then the car after that was even nicer, okay? And I got 4 of those, the exact same car, still driving it today. Now, listen, I'm not so into cars, but why it didn't occur to me that I could drive, what's a really great car? I don't know. I'm not into cars. That I could drive a Mercedes or a BMW or whatever, you know. I love my, thank you. I love my car, so it's okay. But the point is, we grow in consciousness, we evolve. This is the way it works. We cannot receive any more than our consciousness can accept or contain. Okay? There's a line in a movie that I absolutely love, can tell you very little about the movie, because you know how you hear something and it stops you in your tracks? Okay? There's a movie, they're in a church scene, and they're about to do a song, really great song, and the minister says, "What can you believe God for today?" And I was like, whoa. What can you believe God for today? And I was like, what does that even mean? What are you able to accept? What are you able to control? What are you able to believe that the presence and power that you call God can do? It stopped me in my tracks. What are we able to believe? How much of the infinite can we receive? How much can we open and trust and have faith and allow ourselves to experience, to be used? You see, when Bill paints, that spirit moving through him. When Clive plays, that spirit moving through him, right? But if we are not living from a place of awareness and constantly remembering and practicing the presence, there's that concept again. Practicing the presence. You know, there were 2 books I have recently discovered, 2 Practicing the Presence books. One is Joel Goldsmith, that's the one that I often refer to, and there was another one by Brother Lawrence that was from like way back when, like I think in the 15th or 16th century. But this priest, I think it was a priest, minister, this person, the way he practiced the presence was to be in conversation with God no matter what he was doing. So he was in the teaching that God was up there, right? But he was going to stay connected, right? So whatever he did, they said, you see him scrubbing the floor and he'd be talking to God. You see him walking down the road and he'd be talking to God. Whatever he was doing, he was talking to God. You know, for us, practicing the presence is remembering, living in the awareness that this presence, this intelligence, this love is us. And it expresses uniquely as us. For us, that's practicing the presence. That's my definition of it anyway. You can create your own, okay? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And look, here's the thing. In any situation that we are in, If we move from the awareness that there's nothing but God, we move very differently. We live very differently. What's possible is so much more than what we ourselves conceive of. I've had experiences in my life. I won't take the time to do it now. I'm going to wrap up. But I've had experiences in my life where I prayed for something. And I'm talking about before I even learned treatment, where I just prayed for something and I could not have made up or imagined in my wildest dreams how things unfolded and the outcome. So I moved from a place where you can't tell me there's not a higher being, a higher intelligence, because of my experience. That's why I have no problem with me personally with people, Christians that have deep faith, even though they believe God is up there, okay? It is the faith and the power of their faith that demonstrates for them. And so it's just spiritual law. Again, whatever we think, feel, give our energy to, focus on, the law responds and creates it. And that's why it's so important for us to be mindful and be in awareness and focus on things we want to experience and not things we don't want to experience. Okay? So, yes is the truth. No is a lie. There's only yes. It is the infinite intelligence giving and expressing. There's only yes. So be careful of your question. Be careful of your request. Be careful of your belief. Because there's only yes. What I need to do, what will bring me the most benefit and the most good and the most yeses, is to open myself to this presence, to stay in the awareness of this presence, to listen deeply, follow spiritual guidance, dream big, and watch for the little shifts, because we start where we are and we evolve, we grow as we do the work. We expand, we become more aware of the presence expressing through us. And that allows us to receive more, to be more, to experience more of our true nature, to be more of the infinite presence that we are. Like the wave is the ocean. There are little ripples. There are like these little foamy things you see at the beach. And then there are the waves that we can jump. And then there are the great big waves that we can ride if you surf. But it's still all the ocean. And it's the ocean as it flows. There's only God. That's all there is. That's everything. That's infinite. Let's take it into treatment. And so as I open my mind and heart, I open my mind and heart with the intention to receive, with the intention to allow the divine creative intelligence, this one power, this one presence, this one life, this one love, this one law, this one all, to express more fully and more completely by means of me. I open my mind and heart with the awareness that I am I am. And I get to complete that statement. I get to complete that command to the law. I get to experience life the way I choose. I open my mind and heart and allow love to flow, knowing that I am safe, knowing that it is all good, only good. It is beauty and it is wholeness and it is joy and it is peace. And anything unlike it is not the truth. It is a misunderstanding, a misconception. It's a lie. No matter how small, no matter how big, the truth is there is only one power, one presence, one infinite, unlimited expression. And it is me. It is me. It is within me. It expresses as me. It is not separate. It's not even just as me. It is. It is. It is. It is. And I declare and affirm that I totally and completely receive this. I totally and completely understand this. I totally and completely allow this without fear, in freedom and ease, because only that which is wonderful can come from it. Only that which is wonderful can express through it. Only that which is wonderful is. And so what I affirm with this word for myself and for each one of us is that this awareness, this understanding, this clarity deepens and grows. It expands so that we absolutely know the truth and live from that place. Live from that place. No lack, no limitation, no fear, no doubt. Only love, only creative expression, divinely inspired, divinely expressed, divinely guided. There's only God. There's only love. There's only goodness. I see it. I allow it. I receive it. I am so grateful for it. Thank you. Please close with me. And so it is.
So I know you know this one, and it's the perfect chant to follow Toni's amazing talk. Thank you, Toni. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know, please join me. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Keep it going. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know. How about one more? Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
Now it's time, for our abundance, blessing, and offering. And I come up here with such gratitude for all that had a hand in today's service. So thank you to Clive and Beth and Celine. Thank you to Toni for that wonderful message. Thank you to Neil, for Joe, helping with all the technology, and for our hospitality today, to Edna and Cindy and Marcy and come stand on this side. Thank you. And part of all the contributions, whether it's through service or your energy, just being here in attendance, and for those online, is also financial giving. We always ask that you give where you are spiritually fed. At CSLNJ, we are so grateful to be that place. So please join me in reading our conscious giving affirmation. I bless this gift, bless you. I give this gift from my heart, and I give it mindfully. May my gift go further to heal, prosper, and bless this center and all who enter. I accept all good that comes as a result of this flow, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. Bless you. Yes. And now for some announcements. Let's see, and opportunities. Next week, we will be in person and on Zoom, Sunday, January 18th. Reverend Joel will remind us how it works. We have several opportunities going on that there's still time to sign up for. There is Prosperous Me 360 Remastered, a CSLNJ fundraiser. It's a 31-day immersion into consciousness abundance. Reverend Dr. Michelle has starting the year off with a special month-long program on prosperity. Her program has been very successful, used by many CSL centers around North America. Now it is time for us to join in, or to join in. There's still time to join in, so if you want to join that, you can join through the website. We also have a book discussion happening on Saturdays at 10 a.m. We had the first one just yesterday, and there are 3 more. It's a book discussion on the book called This Thing Called You. It's a free discussion group. Join us in rereading not just a book, but yourself. Awakening is all about you. Let's support each other in starting 2026 awake and vibrant. The path to transformation lies not in goal setting, but in awareness, like Toni was just talking about. And I got to join the class yesterday, and it's so wonderful, and I really encourage you to join. Being in conversation with so many great minds and going through the book For me, as I shared in the class, sometimes I struggle a little bit reading Ernest Holmes. It's not how I speak, and it gets a little dense, and I struggle. And I admitted that because of that struggle, sometimes I avoid it, but I'm missing this experience of reading this amazing text. And for me, doing it in a group, I was able to grasp the ideas easier, and hearing everyone else's thoughts and questions, it really brought a deeper understanding. And we have another offering, the Art of Mastery with Reverend Eugene Holden will offer a new class based on the book, The Big Leap. The Art of Mastery is about eliminating those parts of us that have, up until now, kept us in the zone of mediocrity. This class fits right in with our theme this year of the audacity to awaken. It's a 6-week class. It's on Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And the book that's required is The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Should I repeat that? Just in case, or those online, if you didn't catch that, Neil was just saying that February 1st, the class I was just speaking about, Reverend Eugene Holden, will be speaking, and then that class starts February 9th. Neil? That was it? Yeah, that's when that class starts. It's a Monday. And the last thing is our annual meeting is coming up. It will be January 25th. As we close out 2025, we look forward to what 2026 will be for us as individuals and the CSL NJ community. As we have done for many years, our annual meeting will be held on January 25th after our celebration. Now is the time we welcome new interest in serving on our leadership council and many other areas. Please look to your heart and see what you might be able to do to help support and serve our community. For more information, or if you have any questions, as always, you can ask Reverend Neil or any of the leadership council members. It's Andy, Joe, Edna, Ty, Giovanna, or Jessa.
Ready? Say ready, Clive. Say ready, go, Clive. And we need you to shake it too. Yeah. Here we go. These are the gifts of the Spirit. Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit. Are you ready to receive all the gifts of the Spirit? Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit. Are you ready to receive? Love. Are you ready? Joy. Are you ready? And peace. Are you ready? Are you ready to receive? These are the gifts of the Spirit. Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit. Are you ready to receive all the gifts of the Spirit? Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit. Are you ready to receive? Compassion. Are you ready? Forgiveness. Are you ready? And laughter. Are you ready? Are you ready to receive? These are the gifts of the Spirit. Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit. Are you ready to receive? These are the gifts of the Spirit. Love, joy, and peace. Of the Spirit, are you ready to receive? Passion, are you ready? Success, are you ready? And abundance, are you ready? Are you ready to receive? These are the gifts of the Spirit. Love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, are you ready to receive all the gifts of the Spirit, love, joy, and peace. Gifts of the Spirit, are you ready to receive? Love, are you ready? Joy, are you ready? And peace, are you ready? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you really ready?
Yes, I'm really ready.
Yes, I'm ready to receive. Yeah, Jameson! Woo!
For Spiritual Living North Jersey, we believe in empowering individuals to discover their inner strength and their connection to divine life. Through our supportive community, transformative workshops, and uplifting services, we provide a safe space for personal growth and spiritual exploration. Whether you're seeking clarity, healing, or a deeper understanding of life's mysteries, our center offers practical tools and timeless wisdom to help you thrive. Join us in creating a more diverse, compassionate, and kind world. Your world, the way you want to create it.